Hi guys, my name is Gretchen Meyer, and for my demo speech I'm doing how to make cupcakes. And I got this idea from myself because I love baking and it's one of my passions. So before you start, you're going to be needing to gather all your materials and do a few things before you start. So you're going to need to wash your hands, not with hand sanitizer because it's kind of gross having your hands have hand sanitizer on them when you're baking. So I haven't washed them yet, so I'm just gonna wash my hands. Just gonna dry them off. And if you're a girl, you want to put up your hair. And if you're a girl, you need to put up your hair because you don't want hair in your cupcakes. And you're also going to need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. So I have to press bake, and then I have to press up my temperature time, 75, and then I press start, and it will be preheating for a little bit. Here are all the materials that I want to show you. Flour, sugar, eggs, baking powder, salt, vanilla extract, frosting, and butter. I've already put in the 2 cups of flour. I'm just putting in the other half cup, so you need 2.5 cups of flour for making these cupcakes. And what my mom taught me is when you have all this extra stuff on here, you take a knife. Don't take this, the curved side. Take this side, the straight side, and just swipe off that extra stuff. So it's all leveled out like that. So you're done with your flour. Then you're going to need your baking powder. Teaspoons of baking powder. And what baking powder does to whatever you're making is it makes it rise. If you didn't have baking powder, it would just be really flat and it wouldn't rise at all. Or it might rise a little bit, but probably wouldn't rise a lot. So 2.5 teaspoons. Then you need the half of it, just like that. And you need a half a teaspoon of salt. So I'll put in the I'm just using a small whisk. And when you're done mixing them, you're just going to set them off to the side until you're ready to use them to pour them or put them with the wet ingredients. Now on an electric mixer, you're going to need a parent to help you with this. I've already put in my butter. It's 2/3 of butter. So I'm putting this down. I'm locking it, and I'm putting it on to number 2 for 30 seconds. It's about 30 seconds. Unlocking it, pulling it up, and then I'm gonna add in my sugar, which is 1 3/4 cups. And you're also going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. extract. So I'm doing this over the mixing bowl thingy, so that if any drops, it drops in the mixing bowl. So that was 1 teaspoon. Now I'm adding in the half. Then I'm gonna put this back down, lock it, put it on 2 again, and leave it on stir and mix it till it's well combined. I've already cracked the first egg, and now I'm going to show you how to crack another egg. Never crack an egg on the bowl, because then the shell can fall in, and that's not good. So crack it on your counter, and then hold your thumbs where the crack was right there. And you're just going to pull it out. Whoops. There. So I'm putting this down again. I just washed my hands because having raw eggs on your hands isn't good because it can carry bad germs. So I put it on 2. I've added in the flour to the mixture I just made. And so what you're gonna do is put in flour, and then you're gonna mix it up for a little bit. Then you're gonna put in your milk, mix it up for a little bit, and put in your flour, mix it up for a little bit, and keep alternating like that. Now, I'm gonna add in my milk. I forgot to unlock it. Oops. I'm gonna add in a little bit of your milk. Should I add in more? I'm gonna lock it again, put it on 2. It just spilled out everywhere. I finished my batter. This is what it looks like. And I put in the baking cups into the baking tin. Now I'm just using this ice cream scoop we have. I'm just scooping a little bit, and then putting it into the first baking tin. You can also use your fingers to get out of it all, because you washed your hands. I finished scooping my batter into the cupcake tins, and I set my timer for 18 minutes. They need to cook for 18 to 20 minutes, so I'm just setting them for 18. So you're gonna open up your oven. It's gonna be pretty hot, so I'm just gonna use my pot holder thing. Like that. You can close up your oven. The cupcakes are done. They've been in the oven for about 22 minutes. What you shouldn't just put them in for 22 minutes. What you should do is start it at 18, and your mom or dad can help you decide whether to take them out or leave them in for longer. So I'm using 2 of these. It's really far in. It's going to be really hot. careful not to burn yourself. Now that the cupcakes have cooled, you can ice them. I'm just using vanilla funfetti, and I'm going to decorate them with the sprinkles it came with. So first, what I did was I didn't have a piping bag and one of those like metal piping things, but my aunt does. So what you can do to replace that is take a Ziploc bag and fill it with your icing. And when you filled it with your icing, take a scissors and cut a tiny hole. I've already cut the hole. You can always start cutting it tiny, you can always make a bigger hole. So then you start by holding with, so if you're right-handed, have your left hand holding the top part, but if you're left-handed, have your right hand holding this, the top part. I'm right-handed, so I'm having my left hand hold the top part, and my right hand push. So you're just gonna lightly push and move the piping bag. And the harder you push, the more icing comes out. It looks really weird. Then you don't do a lot, it looks like worms. Then I'm just taking my sprinkles, taking a handful and just sprinkling them over, like so. So here's my cupcake. I'm not gonna frost all of them for you because that could take forever. So here's my first cupcake that I frosted. I hope you enjoyed my video and I hope you learned a lot.